So the problem-solving methodology that we have been training is called Simplexity, and it is a really interesting way to approach problems by, it's not dissimilar, I would say, from a typical investigation that you might see on TV or something like that, right? Figure out what the facts are and then utilize those facts to ask questions about what's possible and what's stopping you from proceeding or solving the problem.
The key is to use the tool to do a better job of what you're already doing today.
We've really been honing in our skills. This is very much something new. This hasn't really been done before ever. So we are learning so much in this process, and a lot of our time that we would love to have spent dedicated towards investigation has been dedicated to figuring out how do we make this work. So now that we have that mostly figured out, as we continue, we want to continue to use that. AI has been, such a huge deal nowadays. So getting into it, it was interesting to see what it could do for us and what it couldn't do. So we don't feed it all the information and say, solve the case. We feed it information and we try to get answers like, who is this person related to? Can you create a timeline based on events? And we're learning the limitations of the AI we have currently, but using it to save time. It can read through 3,000 pages of documents and you can ask it to pinpoint something, and that's something that would take so much time just trying to do manually.
It can help us with the timelines. It can also help us look and see not just what relationships are there, but what secondary and tertiary relationships might exist that we would have overlooked. And it's going to help us see we hope, little details that we might have overlooked just because we're human, we have limited attention span, we're only working on it a few hours a week, we're not full-time. So that's how we're using that tool to help us. And then we're working on some other tools I can't get into at the moment, but we're working on some other tools to help us understand the relationships between all the actors. So it's not we don't have pictures and yarn. We'd like to, but we don't have pictures and yarn on the wall yet. Maybe the next time around.